Hello, everyone. Good afternoon from my end, and good morning and good evening to you, wherever you're joining from. If you can hear us, please let me know in the comments. Just let me know where you're joining from. I just want to make sure our audio is good. I want to look at the comment section. Where's the comment? Is it here? Where is the comments? Yeah, if you can hear us, kindly just let us know in the comment section, just so we know that our audio is good. Mm, okay. Wondering where the comment is. Oh, it's probably here. Sure. Oh, okay. In fact, it never gets old where you think that you are not doing something right. Thank you so much, Ore Olua, for being here. Chuku from Nanya. That's a very lovely name. Augusta, do you know what it means? Do you know what the name means? It means God loves me. It means God loves me. That's what it means. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Eremosele, thank you. It's so good having you here. LinkedIn user. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who that is, but thank you for coming. Foster. Oh, Foster. These ones are the grandfathers of our program. Thank you so much for coming. MJ. Yeah, MJ, I see you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yes, I see. I see that you can hear. So that gives me some confidence to keep going. It never gets old. When you turn on the live, there's always that concern that you are talking to yourself, really. So thank you very much. I really appreciate all of you for coming to join us today. Like as usual, this is going to be a quick event. I was just talking to Augusta and saying, let's see if we can keep it to 1 hour, right? And at most, maybe 1 hour, 15 minutes. Annie, we see you. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. It's it's such a pleasure having everybody. So I think we'll just get started, and then gradually people will come up to share about the program and about everything. But before then, we'll just introduce ourselves, especially for those who are probably just coming across this event for the first time. You're wondering, what are they graduating from, right? It's a graduation ceremony, and it's a graduation from our program, which is the LinkedIn Elevation Program. So before I keep going further, I'll just share something about our academy, which is Scholar of Mentoring Academy. I would just like to share a 1 minute video just to give you a quick
Success begins
overview
with
of
the
what
right
our
guidance
academy
and
is about.
opportunities. And at Scholar Up Mentoring Academy, we are here to help you unlock your full potential. Whether you're preparing for graduate school applications or building a standout professional presence on LinkedIn, we provide the tools and support you need to thrive. Our programs are designed to help you craft a compelling personal brand, position yourself for global opportunities, and achieve your dreams. Led by Dr. Amaka Ifaduba, a dedicated mentor and coach, Scholar Up empowers you with personalized mentoring, actionable resources, and proven strategies to take bold steps toward a brighter future. Scholar Up Mentoring Academy is more than a program. It's a community dedicated to helping you succeed. Take the first step today and discover how we can guide you on your journey to greatness. Follow our page for updates and access all our resources at linktree.com/scholarupacademy. Your success story starts here.
Okay, that's us in brief, right? That's us in brief. Thank you very much. I see everybody joining. Please keep the energy up. Keep it coming, just so we know that we are having a three-way or a four-way conversation. So thank you so much, Esther. I see you. It's good to tell us where you are joining from too, right? So tell us, where are you joining from? Which part of the world are you joining from? I'd like to know. I'd like to know how many countries are represented here. Thank you so much, everyone, for showing up and for just keeping us entertained in the chat. I'm always entertained by the chat, really. I try to stay focused and not look at the chat so much. Thank you. Oh, Foster says beautiful video. Oh yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. That makes me happy. Okay, so today is our graduation ceremony. Today is cohort 8. When you hear 8, that means there has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is 8. So I would say congratulations to all of us. We've just kept the energy. Even Christmas month, we wanted to skip. Eventually, there were so many people that wanted to keep going. We didn't skip. We just kept it back to back. Before going further, my name is Dr. Amaka Ifeduba, right? And I'm here in the United States. I'm in Mississippi, to be precise. I recently got my PhD. Augusta, should I still be saying recently? People are still not giving me, people have still not told me when I should stop saying I recently. I completed my PhD in December, right? And then I moved from Texas to Mississippi. So, but this has been ongoing even before I graduated, right? In no time, we'll be marking 1 year anniversary, and that's very exciting. Our program really has two main focus. One of them is trying to provide resources for students who are trying to come to the United States for school, students who are trying to come for graduate school, to be precise. And then on the second hand, they're just professionals who are trying to show up on LinkedIn, build their personal brand, connect to other people, connect with like-minded people, access global opportunities. We all know that at this age and time, visibility is like a currency of its own, right? That's what I always like to say, and I think it's true. I think visibility is its own currency. Most of the time, the social impact and the work that you can do or the value that you bring, if you don't figure out the best way to communicate the value that you bring, you may just end up staying with that value and nobody knows. Nobody sees you, nobody reaches out for you to say, oh, okay, come and solve this problem for us. So I'm very passionate about the work that we do in trying to get people to find their special thing that they can share with the world and see how they can just put themselves out there, connect with the opportunities, meet the people that can, help them to elevate to the next level. So our name was not chosen on a whim. It's elevate your professional presence. And it's truly just about elevating yourself. You just want to go from step 1 to step 2, and then you move forward towards your dream life, right? Because success is a journey. It's really, really a journey. Success is not you don't arrive at the point. You just keep going and you keep making the effort to keep going. But today is not about me, and it's not a teaching session. So I'm not going to keep going on and on. We have a lot of people in the backstage itching to come up. I have my dear Dr. Augusta here on the stage with me. So in no time, I'm just going to pass it to her to introduce herself. But before I do that, let me still welcome some wonderful people that are just joining us and dropping wonderful comments that are distracting me. Oh, Annie says congratulations to Dr. Amaka. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Annie. I appreciate that. Thank you for the message. And then Ore Olua joining from Lagos. So that's good. Lagos is represented, joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Grace is also joining from Lagos. So that's beautiful. Thank you so much for coming. And then Miriam, yes, Miriam. She's also joining from Nigeria. Dr. Sumeya says, congratulations. Oh, she says it's graduation time. Yeah, I'm reading what I want to read. She says graduation time. Thank you so much. And then Annie says, getting a PhD never gets old. You will know when to stop saying recently. Okay, well, I guess I will know. Thank you, Annie. Thank you for the insight. I guess I will know. For right now, I still feel like a fresh student. So let me still be saying that. So Mildred from Abuja, Nigeria, thank you for being here. Zion, it's always good to have you here. Thank you for coming to cheer us on. You see, seeing Zion now have reminded me of something. Please, if you are here, help us to share the events, right? Help us to share, help us to repost so that people from your network can join in. So please, thank you. That will be much appreciated. That's the least you can do for us. You can just help us share. After the event, if you want to remove it from your timeline, you can, but at least for this time frame, maybe for the next 1 hour that will be here, just repost so that more people can see from your timeline and join in. Thank you, Zion, for reminding me. Cyber Hijabi joining from Kano, Nigeria. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. And then Uchenna, thank you so much, Uchenna. Thank you for having me here. And then Zion is celebrating. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone. We see you, right? We really see you. And Zion says, share and repost, guys. Together we can. Yes, I like it. A luta continua, right? Victoria Asata. Thank you, Zion. Thank you very much for the encouragement. And then I guess one more thing I should add is that always consider events like this as networking opportunities. I love to say that because it's true. If you're gathered together with 20 people, 30 people, it means that just for the fact that all of you are together, you already have something in common. These are the people you want to connect with. They're the people you want in your network. These are the people you want to reach out to and say, oh, we met at this event. Oh, there was this graduation event and we were there. So you build your network intentionally. So don't just let opportunities like this pass you by without looking at the chart. Who are the people here? Let me make sure that I'm connecting with them. So having said that, please repost, connect with each other, and let's get started. Today is graduation. And it's not just graduation, it's graduation and award. In this cohort, we had about 50 people, right? Usually we have 6 people or so who are like, everybody does well. So congratulations to everybody. Everybody does well. But as we know, it's always good to really give the flowers to the people who go the extra mile. So we have like our awards for the people who go the extra mile for different categories. So you want to wait for that in the end. That's also a very exciting one for me. So having said that, I'm going to pass the mic to Augusta, who is, she's been the senior executive administrator for the longest time. So maybe she will share a little bit about the program, about herself, and then we can get started with bringing up both our alumni and our current members who are here to just share and felicitate. It's felicitation, right? So we are here. Thank you so much. I'm going to mute myself. Augusta, you have the mic.
Félicitations à vous tous. Vous avez bien fait le travail et suis fière de vous tous. D'accord? Okay. Hello, everybody.
Use us to shine. Use us to shine. Please, feel free.
Okay. Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Augusta. I'm not recently a doctor. It's been over 7 years since I've been a doctor now. And I'm currently an education consultant. I'm speaking to you from France. I am the senior executive administrator of Scholar Augmented Academy, as Amaka said. I'm really happy to be part of this community. I've been here since day one, let's say day one from cohort 1, and it's been an amazing experience. Every cohort brings a unique flavor, a unique spice, unique energy. Just seeing different professionals who want to elevate their presence, both on LinkedIn and personally, come through the program and become new versions, better versions of themselves is also inspiring for me. And I'm in for the journey, and I'm so excited that we're in cohort 8. Drum roll, guys. I'm so excited. I was actually tired before the event, but when I joined the event, I'm like, no, this is what I live for. Like every month, this is like the highlight of my month, coming to celebrate, because indeed it's a celebration. You've heard the English, now I'm going to switch to French. It's indeed a celebration. So everyone, I want to infuse this high energy into you. I want you to be anticipate a lot. I want you to be excited with me and celebrate this wonderful people who are graduating today. And I will stop there. Enjoy the show, enjoy the event, and I'll see you at the end.
Thank you so much, Dr. Augusta. I appreciate that. Thank you for everything that you do, and thank you for the energy that you bring. Really, the reason I always say it, right? I said the reason why we've been able to even make as much progress as we've made is because your energy really matches my own. I'm a high energy person. You really have a lot of energy too. So that just helps us to get things done. You do your own part in the administration. I do the part of the coaching. And it's just like a beautiful synergy, right? So you're one of the gifts that LinkedIn has given to me. So I say that a lot, right? But now I'm saying it to everybody. It's beautiful that just coming on a virtual space, you can end up meeting people that come to mean so much to you beyond that virtual space, that you genuinely become friends, that you connect at levels beyond just LinkedIn and all of that. So it's really amazing. It's really amazing. So having said that, we still have people. We have people who are waiting to come up. We see all the congratulations. So I think I'm just going to bring them up, and then as they come up, they can. Because I think this room takes 6 people. Then after them, more people would come. So my Bironke, you are the first person on my list. So I just clicked on you, and then MJ. So I'm just going to bring two like that, so that we'll have more space eventually. So if you can turn on your mic and if you can hear us, thank you so much for coming. And these are alumni members. That's the beautiful thing. The beautiful thing about our community is that we are very intentional about continuity. It's not just come and spend 21 days and then that's it. Just spend 21 days and we don't want to know where you are on your journey. We don't care. We don't want to see what's going on with you and all of those things. So it's just amazing that we still have people who have been part of several cohorts, who are still connected to Scholar Up, who are still supporting Scholar Up in their own way, who are still very much a part of our community. So my Biranke was in cohort 7. I think MJ, she will tell us which cohort she was in, but they are alumni members of this program. And I wanted them to be a part of the celebration before we bring in the people who were part of cohort 8. So you're welcome, Ma. You have the mic.
Thank you very much. I hope my network is waiting today. Thank you very much. It's nice to be here. I was in cohort 7. That's the cohort immediately before 1. And like I always tell people, I learned more than LinkedIn professional presence or elevating my presence. I learned new work ethics from the school. Like Dr. Amaka's high energy, you must be prepared to put in the work if you want to gain positive work ethics. I've seen it impact my business. I've seen it impact my personal life. And then on LinkedIn, she be the best version of yourself, pushes you. The only way you will not notice any change in yourself is if you don't listen to voice notes. Those voice notes still ring in my head. Then she works with us as individuals. She doesn't just come in to dump information and say run with the information. She holds you by the hand like a true mentor of yourself. So of course I'm going to cohort 9 again. Definitely, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much that you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. My Biranke, she was awarded as the most dedicated. You don't blow your horn. You have to say you were the most dedicated for cohort 7, and you were really exemplary, and you showed us a lot of examples for us to go with. Are you saying? Okay, the mic interrupts. So if you were saying something,
No, thank you very much. I forgot that I was I forgot to mention that. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're absolutely welcome. It's not easy, right? You were in a class of 70. Your class was 70 people. So if you got that award, you did something special. Is worth mentioning. Thank you very much for coming up and for cheering us on and for being part of the celebration. That's the whole point of it. And that's why I wanted to part of the alumni community to also kind of have a feel and be part of the event. So thank you for honoring us with your presence. We see you. Thank you so much. So MJ, I don't know if you're here. I see that you're on stage. Oh, okay, you're here.
Yes.
So I'm going to take you because I think only 6 people can be here. So we have to, maybe you join through LinkedIn and more people would come in. Yeah, MJ, you can go on.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you once again for having me. I was in cohort 4 and 5. And I'm just going to say, before I joined Scholar Up, I had this, this word view of just keeping it low key, not letting people, what will people say? I don't want to be too proud. I don't want to, let me just be humble, because you can never know what people are going to say. You're doing too much or you're not even doing too much. So I was just like on a low, just come into LinkedIn once in a while, check what's going on, and then I leave. And I came across Scholar Up through my brother, and it was because it was just always mentioning Amaka this, Amaka that. I'm like, who is this person? Then I want to know this person. I'm really curious. And I got to, join. And in fact, it paid for my first uh, cohort, which was cohort 4 that I joined. And I was very surprised after that encounter with Scholar of Mentorship and Dr. Amaka. It was very enlightening. I'm not going to lie, because I learned so much. It became for me very okay to share your wins, both small and big. You don't have to shrink for others to be happy. It's really, at first I was always, still observing. I like to observe when I'm new to a place, but I got to see this person showing up constantly, not just for herself, but also for others. I became someone who was always looking forward to, okay, I should comment on my post because I want to get a feedback. I want to improve. I want to be better. I want to, I got myself looking forward to someone who is just not doing it for the fun of it, but is actually showing up and walking the talk. And this for me has just been life changing. I got clarity. I discovered that I'm not going to shrink myself for anyone. I'm going to live my life because regardless, people are going to talk. And one thing about Amaka is that she encourages you. She's always there, and it was really a transformative experience for me at Scholar Up. And I want to thank our team as well, Dr. Augusta, Coach, what's his name again? Adu. Yes, they're really wonderful people, and I definitely recommend that you join Scholar Up Academy for your mentorship, career elevation. It is the place to be, I tell you. And from there, I started my own community as well, helping students to succeed. I had the right mentor, and now I want to also be that to other people. I want to help other students as well. And I'm really glad that Dr. Amaka gave me this platform and she helped me find my voice. Thank you for having me once again.
Thank you very much, MJ. I was clapping to what you said. Thank you very much. That's really sweet. Thank you. I think you said something that stood out for me, and that's the whole idea of just being visible without, as long as you're doing the right things and you're not stepping on anybody's toe, and it's not like you're coming out to be unruly. Just do you. Eventually, the world will have to catch up. They will have to adjust. The most important thing is having a why behind what you're doing. And I love that you were able to find clarity and go on to start doing something for yourself, finding that, oh, yeah, you have all of this information. You can also guide students. You're there, MJ is in Germany, right? You could help students who want to go from Nigeria to Germany or to other places because you already did it. You already have a blueprint. So you could show somebody, you can be a roadmap for someone else. So it's important that we are intentional about the gifts that God has given us. You want to shrink yourself, you want to be in the side so that people will not feel bad. You'll be doing yourself a great disservice. So, MJ, as an alumni, thank you so much for coming. And we have a Romosele who was also awarded as the engagement champion. I remember all of you. Thank you so much. You were such a great team player. Thank you for coming, sir. You have the mic.
Okay. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening or at least this one thing I've learned. That's the greetings on LinkedIn. So I would say congratulations to all the graduating candidates from cohort 8. I want to believe that it's been an amazing experience. As for me, I would say Madam Ibironke and MJ, they've said a lot. It almost looks like I don't know what to say, but at least there would be something that everybody has benefited from. And for myself, I would start by saying action speaks louder than voice. So, why did I join cohort 7? So last year, before last year, I've been very active on LinkedIn. But last year, if you have seen my name, I'm related to Dr. Augusta, and I was seeing the astronomical growth in her followership, in her consistency. Posting. I'm like, when does she have all this time to post? Sometimes twice a day. And all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, what's happening here? And she's like, okay, there's this community, she's in this challenge. In fact, there'll be like 3 hashtags for challenges, and I'm like, I'm not even following. Which one is which one, you know? But you know, without she never told me, oh, come and join or something. But I'm like, okay, 2025, I need to be intentional about my brand. And if you also follow the world trend today, like I give the example of Tony Elumelu. You know, people he is out there instead of UBA. He's out there instead of the group. So Dangote has been more on TV in the last 24 months than ever in his life. So clearly, people now come before the brand. And I said, okay, 2025, I want to replicate that image. And I told Augusta, I said, you know what? This stuff, what is it about? And she was like, just check my page. She did not say anything extra, and I joined the group. And also, as a personal development mentor, I was like, okay, let me see what this group is about. And trust me, it beat my wildest imagination, because the first thing I think on the day of induction that she said, and that's Dr. Amaka now, she said, what is your content if there is no community? And I think that was the beginning of my growth, because I've always been posting on LinkedIn, but there was no engagement. It's not, my content has never like really been the issue, but no engagement, no, the algorithm was working against me. But joining cohort 7, that changed immediately. You know, there's a community around and all that stuff. And trust me, like she said, it's not just about starting and ending. There's a community to support you as you grow by. So the cohort has finished for me, and I'm sure it will be running up for cohort 8 today. However, the growth continues. You know, there's still continuous engagement. The people have not run away. There's also, like, you meet even the old cohort, because I had the 70 people in cohort 7, but I joined the full community of people that have been there even before cohort 1, if I can say that. You know, so you know, I've met the likes of the MJs, you know, and you know, Chinasa, you know, the old timers, as I call them. And trust me, it's been an amazing experience. So if you are joining us in this program, you've not missed so much, because there's cohort 9. So join and come and partake in this testimony, because don't let your 2025 goals pass you by. I will not say so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. You've been a very vibrant. You bring the same energy like your sister, so I'm not surprised if both of you are related. Thank you very much for coming and just continuing to be. It's the continuity that makes it meaningful. Really, I keep saying that if it's about people coming and going, like most of the challenges that are posted here on LinkedIn, more or less, you just come and you do it, and after 21 days, that's it. Most of the time people fall off the road and nobody's checking in, nobody's figuring out what's happening. You don't have that continuous support, and it just ends up being an activity that you did for a period of time that did not really have any transformative impact in your life, because the whole point is for you to keep up that momentum. Motivation can get you started. Motivation, typically, I would motivate you to the moon, right? I think I can motivate someone to to climb a mountain. Motivation gets you started, but eventually discipline would have to carry you. You have to have the discipline. You have to begin to form the habits that would actually help that thing to become something that transforms your life. So thank you very much, sir. It's a pleasure having you here. And we have Colombe. What tell me?
Apologies. Before Colombe comes online, I was just happy to see her. I would also like to add that, you know, for me, you know, before you introduced me, you said I was well, I'm not, I'm still the engagement champion till somebody takes over. And like I said, Colombe has given me the motivation to add this. You know, one of the things about connections, you know, building valuable connections, and that's big for me. Somebody like her, I believe she's in cohort 8, but we're not in the same group at any point, but you know, something joined us together, and you know, we've been following each other, sending messages, checking up on each other. There is Felicia from previous cohorts. You know, these are people that were not in my cohort, but actively engaging on each other's posts, trying to see how we can come up with collaborations. And these are some of the opportunities that you get from this Scholar Up Mentoring Academy. Collaborations, quality engagement with like minds that you can grow together. Dr. Ellen as well, I will not forget to say that, because I engage I post so much and she's like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? So please guys, if you're on this channel, please join and join and join the Scholar of Mentoring Academy. Thank you. I'll end it there.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. We appreciate you. You are still the engagement champion until after today. Anyway, you will still be the senior engagement champion, and then we'll have a new. You will pass your baton, right? You have to pass the baton to somebody else today by the time we get to that word. But I really appreciate you for being, bringing the energy and the glue that keeps people together. It's important. People need fun. People need that motivation to want to show up every day. I know so many people have told me, oh, I didn't want to post, but when I saw other people doing it and I saw the way you were responding to them and you were commenting on their post, it just triggered me and I decided to do it too. So you realize that most of the time it is action that motivates people to act. It's not just giving them words, it's not just instruction, it's just teaching through practice, just doing what you preach and not just saying it. And so I truly appreciate it. Colombe, it's a pleasure. I'm so excited to see you here. It's like very exciting for me, and I appreciate that you volunteered to come up here to share your experience. I think you were in one cohort before this one, and you are now very serious. Amen. You are now very serious about this personal brand. I'm
Yeah,
saying it as a testimony. Go ahead.
I am a testimony. I'm truly a testimony. So I'm Colombe, and I'm originally from Benin Republic. Bonjour, Dr. Augusta. And I live now in the US. So I might be long. I don't know how long I have, but maybe not. But I have always called myself an ambivert. I balance between being an introverted and an extroverted person. But lately, for one reason or another, I think I've distanced myself from being an extrovert. So until I joined cohort 5.5, I remember it was so difficult. It was so challenging. But knowing myself, if I take up a challenge, I will do exactly what I decided at the beginning. So I posted 21 day over 21. So I didn't know what I was doing. Even when I started cohort 8 now, I can tell you I still didn't know what I was doing. So at the beginning, I told myself I will post every other day and I stick to it. That's me. I will stick to what I say I want to do. So until I started cohort 5.5, I was lost in every aspect of of my life, I would say. Then I started, I came into the community, and people have a drive to succeed, I feel like. So I started taking bold steps. I was scared, but taking bold steps, applying to role that excites me. Like I am really excited to do those things. I was like not hearing anything, from most of the time, but even having the courage to apply for me is a win. Then then I started picking up old projects that I left unfinished. To tell you that I started being more productive, right? There is this kind of mindset shift that I started having. Dr. Augusta posted something on Friday saying that we post something very obvious, but it's helping someone, So the community, Dr. Amaka Daly's voice notes, like those things started, helping me act. I was like, it's scary, but I will act. I started even talking to old connection. which I will not do. MJ say she likes to shrink herself. It's the, she was describing me. I would shrink myself. I'm like, I don't want to disturb people, even people I talk to every day. I have good relationship. I help. I will feel shy asking for help. you know. Then I started speaking up, and they will even point me to opportunity. Two of them even refer me to without even me asking to roll. Then I didn't hear anything about that, and the last 2 to 3 weeks, I started having interviews. You know, yes. So I'm saying that just to tell people like me that I know it's good to build network, but don't forget your old connection. You can tap into it. They will be happy to help you. They will be, if you have been good to them, like don't just call out of the blue. They will be happy actually to help you. Don't feel shy to do so. Uh, that's all I have to say today. I want to say thank Dr. Amaka and the very, very nice community she has built. It's helping people like me. It's helping me a lot. And if anyone here wants to experience what I am talking about, please, I want you to join the next cohort because I'm joining. I'm joining too. I'm not stopping here because I feel like I've been more productive in the last 3 months than I've been in the last 3 years. Because just going to work and come back for me is not being productive. Being productive is doing what you like to do. Feel excited, when you wake up in the morning. That's what is productive to me. So join next cohort, join cohort 10, join cohort 11 if you can. Then I want to finish by appreciating everyone who engage with my post. It means a lot when you post, you wake up or you stay late and you post and people engage with you. You feel you have an impact, right? And I appreciate all of you. Congratulations to me and the whole cohort 8. I hope we'll keep in touch. And yeah, that's all I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Colum. That was very beautiful. When you came on stage, I said for me it's a win. The fact that you are here and you are talking to us is a personal win for me. Like for me, something is checked that, oh yes, it's really true that people can change
Yeah.
when they become intentional about saying, I'm no longer satisfied with where I am with things now. I'm willing to become intentional about pushing out of my comfort zone, and gradually it gets better. It's always that example. It always happens, but all the time it happens, it still excites me. It still excites me to see that somebody can be a totally different person today, and in 1 month's time, they are a different person when they make those choices. It just boils down to making those intentional choices about your life and realizing I'm shy, I'm an introvert. It doesn't do anything for you, right? You just stay and you stay with your shyness and your being an introvert, and life will keep passing you by. You will just be unhappy, opportunities will pass you by until you really reach the point where you decide to know that you are responsible for yourself. You're responsible for your own growth. You're responsible for connecting with the like-minded people that can energize you. Energy is very important. If people tell you that people cannot impact people, me, I'm an example. I always tell people, I said, if you know who I was before I became the person I am today, then you will realize that it is possible for people to actually have a 360 and become a different person. It's just that intentionality. And just hearing you talk, it reinforces it in my mind. And I thank you. I thank you for taking the bold step for coming up, sharing so freely, sharing so openly, and just being very genuine about it. It's the authenticity we always talk about. Just speak your truth. Just speak your truth. We are just in the process of learning, and we will never learn it all in one day. That's just the truth. And that's why I always tell people, oh, Heyman is saying something to you. Heyman is my mentor. He's always coming here to to support us. He said, "Your future is bright. It's yours."
Thank
I
you.
wanted to show you that encouragement that he had for you. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much,
Thank you
Freeman.
very much.
That's beautiful. Yes, it's really true that sometimes we just have to start doing things and push through the awkwardness, push through the initial struggle, push through the initial discomfort, and just keep going. And you said something about productivity. Productivity is truly not going to work and coming back, even if you are paid for the job. That's not what being productive is. It's about doing the things that make you feel alive, make you do the things that you wake up and you are excited to do. You think about the project, you want to do them, your heart is in it, and it's not just mundane and routine activity. And I'm so happy that you are catching up on that. And Colombe has told all of you to join her in the next cohort. So I hope we all meet ourselves there. And the
Yeah.
good thing now is that we have the whole 3 months program that people could join for a period of 3 months, because I've just realized that for new people, maybe that 1 month is really, it's enough for you to get started, but it may not be enough for you to gain the stability that you need, except you are a highly motivated person. You know, if you were already highly motivated or you already had clarity on what you wanted to do, then maybe 1 month it's a springboard for you to start doing that. But if you are just kind of starting like a fresh person, maybe you want to give yourself more time, right? Yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to bring up, I'm trying to see, okay, Dr. Uche is the next
Is the
person.
next person.
I'm going to,
Going to-
yeah, I have to
Yeah,
take
I have to
somebody out
take
of the,
somebody out of the.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Can you see me? Hello, can I be seen?
yes, we see you and we hear you.
Yes, we see you and we hear you.
All right. I'm so excited to be here this evening and to be on the live show with Dr. Augusta. I see everyone. Thank you, Dr. Amaka. I'm so happy to be here, honestly. For me, my name is Dr. Uchechi Bliss Onyedikachi. I decided to join the Scholar Up Academy when I came in contact with Dr. Amaka's page and her posts. I was like, wow, I think this is what I actually need, because I'm somebody who have, from way back, I've always wanted to impact lives positively. I always find a way to teach people. If you know me, they will always tell you, Dr. Bliss will have something to tell you, because I just feel like mentorship is everything. And as a researcher, people look at you when you post online like maybe she's very lazy. She does not know what to do with her time. And if you're somebody who is lecturers are not always, can I be heard? Hear me? Okay. Yeah. So, like MJ was saying, I want to shrink. When I want to write, I'll be like, okay, maybe somebody will look at me like one of those unserious lecturers. She does not know what she wants to use her time for. But honestly, everything, I had the mind shift when I joined the Scholar Up Academy for the Elevate Your Professional Presence with Amaka. I now thought of it like personal branding is not all about just speaking from the classroom, talking to one or two students on the way, or maybe in the class, for wider visibility. And I came and I saw she had a lot of followers. I think I saw that last year. And she told us how she grew from, I think, is it 1,000 followers to 20,000? Am I right? Yes. I was like, wow, this is what I wanted, because I want to, share the skills I have, share knowledge, add value to my community. And I joined. And honestly, I learned that consistency, in fact, builds credibility. Authenticity creates impact. And of course, if I really wanted to grow and to find all that I've ever wanted to be, I needed to step out of my comfort zone, which is just watching, seeing what others were doing online. I had to step out and start doing what others were doing. And then the challenge was very good for me, coming up every day here to post my content. And I really loved what Dr. Amaka did. She gave every day. And that was a very big guide for me. Like every morning, it was now like my diary. I'll come to check, okay, what are we going to write on? And then before I knew it, I had something to share every morning. And honestly, it has transformed me. Like I expressed myself better. I told her already in her DM. Like for some time now, I think the past few days, I've had old friends reach out to me and say, "Oh, Dr. Bliss, I see you're really imparting now." And asking me for my mail address, all of those. And that's to tell us that our voice really matters. The little things you share every day, you'll be like it's not impactful, you'll be like it's not touching anybody, you'll be like nobody's engaging, but you cannot tell. Maybe just one person who just said, congratulations, who just said, oh, you're doing well. That person can reach out to you and give you that opportunity you've been praying about. I wrote on my post today that maybe we've been praying enough, and maybe just the answers we've been waiting for is just in front of us. And all we just need to do is to match our prayers with actions, and then we'll see ourselves flying. Thank you so much, Dr. Amaka. Thank you so much, everyone. You're not smiling. Oh, thank you, everybody.
I'm not smiling because I'm resonating with everything you're saying. Like I'm reflecting on what you're saying, and I'm like, wow, you're making a lot of sense.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Uche. I think you need to mute because of probably I'll just let's see. Okay, yeah, I think the microphone tends to interfere when you have two of it on. But thank you very much, Dr. Uche. Everything you said, it's truly resonated. And truly, I was listening just as Dr. Augusta was saying. And don't mind me, I'm always smiling. The fact that I'm always smiling, but I was really listening to what you were saying, and it was just so true. It's really true what you said, that sometimes the prayers are really enough. Like God has answered. Sometimes at least the prayers are answered. What that prayer is waiting for is for us to match it with action. Like you've prayed enough, the answers are right in front of you. You just need to now match your prayers with action. You now need to really begin to do the things, begin to go out and get those opportunities. There are some opportunities that would not come and knock on your door. You have to just create those opportunities. You have to be in front of people. And just as I told you, people, it's like when people don't see you, you are not visible. They can't buy from you. And buying from you does not necessarily mean that you are selling something. It can be anything. It can be collaboration, it can be opportunities, projects, contracts, whatever it is. But somehow for you to be top of mind for people, you have to also put yourself right in front of them. The world is changing a lot. It's truly, truly changing a lot. Before now, people used to look at content creators, as you said, as unserious people. Some people still have that bias, right? But I think there's already a shift compared to before. But I know before now, even when I was much younger, if you are posting online, then you are jobless. It's because you don't have anything important to do with your time. Until those people who were doing it started making impacts, making millions from it, having a lot of social impact, other people now started looking like, oh, it's like we are coming late. It's like we are arriving late to the party. Now let's try to catch up. By the time you've come and you see young people, they already have 200,000 followers. They are building all these influences. They are traveling the world and being on stages that you don't even have access. But I'm more educated than this person. It's like I'm supposed to be. There's always that thing in our mind that tells us that I have what it takes more than this person. So most of the time, life has taught me from personal experience that it's really not the most talented people that succeed most times. The most successful people, they are not necessarily the most talented people. Most times, they are the people who have mastered the art of communicating the value they carry. Like they've mastered it. They know how to strategically position themselves. So before that opportunity is coming, they are there. They are positioned, they are standing, they are waiting for it. And the opportunity, they will just grab it like that. I'm a testimony, right? I keep telling people the only reason I have the job I love today is because I was posting on LinkedIn. Because the job I have today is a job that everybody, when I was doing PhD, said did not exist. And truly, just as Dr. Uche said, as an academic, I can share that sentiment of people feeling like you are a researcher, you are supposed to be serious. You are supposed to be very serious. What you're doing is for unserious people. So while I was in school, I faced all of those kind of backlash that people would make backhanded comments. You are wasting your time. Who is going to hire you? You're never going to find a job and all of those things. But funny enough, the job found me. I didn't have to find it. The job found me, literally, that somebody reached out to say, I've been seeing your post, I've been seeing the kind of content you're putting out. You look like a good fit for this position. I can never get tired of sharing that testimony, because sometimes if people don't see it happen, they always think that, oh no, it's not possible. Or because it didn't happen the first month, it didn't happen the second month. Oh, it has not happened in 6 months. It's never going to happen. But I was on LinkedIn posting for like 9 months at a stretch, right? But at the moment when I needed a job, the job showed up. Like the job literally showed up. What if I did not start posting? What if I took all those blows that people were giving me and felt like, let me hide myself. Oh, let me so that people will not say this one every day. There's no kind of things people don't tell me. They say, once I open LinkedIn, is your post that is the first post I will see. Once I type anything on LinkedIn, is your name. I say, I'm a celebrity now. You should, So you have to learn to shake those things off. Because sometimes if you let it weigh you down, it could. You can reach a point where you need to say, am I doing too much? Or it's like I'm doing too much. It's like I'm always in people's faces. Or make sure you're doing your thing. You are not offending anybody. You are not calling anybody out. It's not like you are posting nonsense. What you are posting is valuable. There is that one person that is their life is impacted. There's that one person that would reach out. I've had people reach out to me in my inbox sometimes when I share personal stories, and they will tell you that the way I was feeling, just reading your post gave me hope. Do you understand? Do you know what that does to you? It just gives you that drive to say, even if it's for the sake of that person who did not have hope, who suddenly now saw my post, and because they read this post today, they feel that motivation that, oh, okay, maybe I can do better for myself. Let me keep going. So it is what it is, that sometimes the prayers have been answered. It's just waiting for us. It's waiting for us to take action, do the things we are supposed to do. I don't know if there's anybody here. If not, okay, Kainde is here. I don't see your camera on. I don't know if your network is good, but I'll bring you up if you can talk through audio. Kainde, do you hear us? Oh yeah, I see you. If you can just talk, so we'll see if we
Yes,
can
I
hear you.
can. Can you
Okay,
hear me?
I'll turn off my, yes.
All right. Good evening, everyone. It's really good to be here, and thank you so much for this opportunity. Like Amaka said, my name is Kehinde Oyerunke Oshoba, and I want to start by saying that one thing that challenged me, that gave me the go ahead, was Dr. Maka's post, and I will keep saying that. How could you be top in the school, as in, not even primary school or secondary school, and then when it was time for you to get the rewards of that dividend, they didn't come back to you? That just stuck with me, because I always had that mindset that
You don't need to talk about yourself. You don't need to talk about what you do. It will talk for you. I've always had that mindset. And so when I came across that post, I knew this was me. And I was ready to just shake it off and just learn what I needed to learn. And there's so much that I've learned, but I want to say that it has given me the confidence, because like I said in one of my posts, I started the Toda Digital Academy October last year. But it will surprise you to know that I've been in tech for almost 2 decades. And the root shock I had was when I started to upskill and reskill. I had all the recent, the skills needed, but age was not going to let me get there. I will explain that. The last interview I did, I kept having interviews, I was being called, but the last interview I did, the guys on the interview platform were intimidated by me. And one of them told me, "Ma, tell us your story." And then I began to tell them about how I'd been in tech, and the guy had to tell me, "You're still going to be around here for the next 10, 20 years when your contemporaries are tired." So that gave me a root shock. And of course, I knew I wasn't going to get the job. Everything was pointing to the fact that you had better take a cue, better take a lead. Why did I say that? I said all of that to say that if I did not start that academy, I would just have been wasting away. But coming to know Amaka and seeing all that she was doing and this community gave me that confidence that, yes, go ahead, speak about what you have. Go ahead, be proud about your brand. And every time I teach, I know I have a gift to teach and to instruct. Every time I do that, there's always a testimony. Some of you who may have followed my posts as much as I tried, of course, I kept to 21 days. And when the reviews started coming, you saw all that the students were saying. So I have so much to say, but I just want to say thank you so much for this that you put together. I've got the confidence I need. The brand is there, the gift is there, but I was lacking in thinking I had to just keep quiet there. But I want to say a big thank you. I've learned the consistency that I needed. I've been on LinkedIn for a while, but didn't know that I had to do. Excuse me, I didn't know I had to do all of that. So thank you so much. Where I am is not so comfortable, but I needed to say, to be part of this, just to, put up my testimony and to let you know, I'm glad I came. I'm glad that I'm part of this community. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you heard me, Amaka.
Yes, we heard you. Yes, I was muted. I didn't want to interrupt your mic, but I heard you. Thank you very much. We appreciate you for coming up and sharing those words. I think you said one thing that you said that resonated with me. It's about the way we put out posts and we don't even know how that post becomes like a defining moment for somebody else. For you, you just shared the post. You just shared, this is my experience. This is what happened to me. This is my story. This is the reason why I became intentional about not just learning the skill, but telling you that I have the skill. I will learn the skill, but I will make the effort to make sure that everybody who needs to know knows that I have those skills, because I've been beaten, right? The way they say it, they say once beaten, twice shy. So I had to learn the hard way that it's not enough to say my hard work will speak for me. It may not. It may, like, you will go through life being the most hardworking person, being the person who is passed over for promotion, being the person who does not get what they deserve because you feel like you have to be in the corner and wait for your hard work to. I say that from experience. And that's why I always challenge people. I said, you are the best person to brand yourself. People will brand you regardless. People are going to have a perception of you. It's better you control the narrative. Just be the one to control the narrative instead of just being there saying, okay, let me just hide, let me be in the corner. We all have something in us that only us can do. That's how I see it, because we are all unique. All our DNA is unique in itself. Once anybody stays and they finish their life here on earth, that's extinction. Like, that particular person, you've just gone extinct. Nobody like you again will ever exist. Nobody like you ever existed before you. So there's that unique thing that God has put in all of us that many people just take it to the grave with them. That's why they say the grave has the most ideas, right? Because people just take it with them because of that fear of people would say, who told you you can? How dare you? You know, when people begin to give those kind of comments, what makes you think you can be this person? But why not? I think there's a quote that always resonates with me that, you know, our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate. That should not be our greatest fear. But our greatest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. We are truly powerful beyond measure as human beings. But most people go through life never tapping into that power, never realizing that if an idea comes to my mind, I can bet that idea and I can turn it into something that people can see. Just come, this whole idea about Scholar of Mentoring Academy that we've been on for 8 months is just an idea, right? It's just an idea of looking at it to say, oh, wow, this LinkedIn would be fun if I can gather people like myself and let me just gather them and let's be doing this thing together. And truly, truly having that vision, the people who were like me, they attracted to me. And we started running with the vision and we've stayed on it. We've stayed the course. Think about it if I said, I had all the excuse. Oh, I'm still doing my PhD. Oh, I'm very busy. Oh, what time am I going to have to come and post on LinkedIn? I had all the good excuses not to start. I had all the good excuses to say, okay, let me wait until I graduate. So we would always have good excuse not to execute at every given time in your life. That's why the good thing is that most of the time we've had very serious, busy professionals in our community. Those that our program are mostly geared towards people like that. Doctors, nurses, you know, people in tech, people who are truly busy. So and then they'll come and with private chat, they'll tell me, they'll say, oh, I'm very busy, doc. I said, you will always be busy. You would always be like, just make peace with it that it's either you want to do this or you don't want to do it. Either you find a way to reposition your life, find the time for this, structure your life and realize that yes, I want to be more impactful and I want to reach more people. Either you choose to do it or you choose not to do it. But if it's about you being busy, that's a given. You would always be busy. You will never get to a point where, except when you retire, maybe in the next 25 years or depending on how long you have, maybe that's the only time you will say that you are not actively busy. So I guess the takeaway from everything you've said is that we have to just become intentional about doing the things that God has put in our hearts. And congratulations on your digital academy, right? I know you have your cohort coming up. I think she does SEO. I remember that from her post. So that's something you want to connect with Kinde, join and see what she's doing. Just connect with like-minded people and keep moving forward. Thank you very much for coming up and for sharing that. And I think the last person we have is Grace. Welcome, Grace. It's good to have you here. Thank you for showing up. I think you're the last person on the studio before we get to our
Okay.
awards. Okay, we are good on time. Yeah, hopefully we can be out of here soon. Yes, you can go ahead, Grace.
All right. Good evening, ma. Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me? Hello. Good evening, everyone. All right, all right. So, good evening, everyone, and I am really happy to be on call with Dr. Amaka, Dr. Augusta. It's such a pleasure, and I'm so happy to to join cohort 8. I've joined cohort 8, and hey, can you still hear me? Sorry, since my network is breaking. Okay, okay. So before I joined cohort 8, I've been posting aimlessly, should I say aimlessly, on LinkedIn. And sometimes on the day that I'm meant to post, that's when I think about what I am going to post. And yes, for quite some times I've been following August, Dr. Augusta and Dr. Amaka. And I've been really inspired about their post, and I've been wanting to actually learn from them and to see how they built their community to that level. And graciously, I went over Dr. Amaka's timeline and I saw a website. So I clicked on it and it brought me to the waitlist group. So from there, I was able to join the waitlist group. Then I learned about cohort 8. So I entered Dr. Zamaka's DM, and then, okay, at some point she posted about visibility, about how an opportunity bypassed her due to lack of visibility and, let's say, a bit of sentiment. And that struck me because on Facebook, I've been building and trying to build my brand. And I thought, so is this how opportunity will just pass me by? Why not give it a try and let's see what will happen and what will get out of it. So that way I joined the course, and I really wasn't expecting Dr. Amaka to give a daily review of our posts. So throughout although I do not really, I'm not really consistent with the post 21 over 21, I didn't really achieve that. But should I say 19 or 20? So that was what I was able to achieve. And yes, throughout throughout the course, I have been able to, increase my reach even beyond my imagination, and being able to build. Okay, now I'm very intentional about my personal brand, because Dr. Amaka says, oh, permit me, I forgot what I wanted to say. So yeah, I'm very intentional about building my personal brand now. And moving further, okay, she also stated that motivation is not only the thing that will keep you moving forward, but discipline. And I'm really trying to work on that, because I know I'm not, like I say, I'm not really disciplined, but now having to wake up very early and trying to post between the hours that she gave us. So yeah, I am that's a bit disciplined now. So yeah, I'm so happy to join cohort 8. And also I met lovely people that I wouldn't have met. So yeah, anyone that is trying to join cohort 9, I give you 100%, because shall I say, or I would say it's a cohort you should not miss. Yes, it's a cohort you should not miss. So yes, and I've come to the end of my speech. Thank you all. Thank you, Mans. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Grace. That was a beautiful speech. So we are clapping for you. You got a standing ovation. Thank you for coming up, and thank you for sharing. And I think you're absolutely correct, right? You're right. It's about discipline is a journey. It's not something that I will tell you I'm still on that journey, because there are days you wake up and you don't want to do it. Let's just be very honest. As much as people think I have so much energy, even before this event, I didn't have a lot of energy. I was telling Augusta, I said, today I'm just feeling somehow. But somehow, just being around people who can encourage me too, you realize that you're able to just come out of whatever mood that you were in and all of those things. So community is truly powerful, because we all have our low moments. We all have those moments when you just need somebody to check up on you and say you'll be fine. How are you doing? Are you okay? Is everything all right with you? Just keep going. Don't give up. When if you were doing it by yourself, maybe you would have just thrown in the towel. But just having somebody who is there and rooting for you, it gives us that strength that it's a journey. I keep telling people, I said, I think the last one of the last voice notes I dropped, I said, I've showed up 8 months. For the 8 months of the 8 cohorts that we've had, I've not missed any day of reviewing the post of people, giving them feedback, talking to, like, I've not missed one day. It's a record. I'm so proud. I'm proud of myself, right? So I was doing this cohort when I was getting my PhD. I was doing this cohort the day I defended my PhD. So imagine those periods in my life, how strenuous it would be. But it's just that mindset that you have people depending on you, and you don't want to be the kind of person that gives excuses. So I'll find a way to make it work. Somehow, if it means it's costing me an additional hour of sleep, no problem. I've committed to this. I've put my hands on the plow. I'm not going to look back. So I just challenged the people in cohort 8, and I'm challenging all of you that before you give up on your personal brand, at least do it for 8 months. Make sure you do 8 months over 8 months. If in that 8 months you've not gotten any results, then you have the permission to give up. But if you've not done it for 8 months straight, then you don't even have any excuse. And if you miss any day in that 8 months, you start afresh. Any day you miss, you start counting. So that's the thing. Any day you miss in the 8 months, you start from the beginning. So I'm just sharing this with us just so that we understand. I'm very big on process, and I think that's part of the reason why I was able to build my community really fast. As of this time last year, I had like 1,000 people on LinkedIn with my connection, and today we hit 34,000. Congratulations to us now. Augusta, be happy now. Be happy. It's not easy. We hit 34,000, and I've been going with a goal. I said, my goal for this year is 70,000. I said that at the beginning of the year, right? I like people. I like plenty people. I like quality and quantity. So my goal for the year is 70,000. My goal for Q1, that's the end of March, is 36,000. And now we're already at 34,000. So it looks as though we are over. It's like that goal, maybe I'll have to expand my goal and stuff like that. I'm not sharing this with you. It's not random. Sometimes we have to find ways to keep ourselves encouraged. You have to find the joy and the excitement and the little wins in what you're doing to give you the strength to keep going. Because there will be those times, like I mentioned, that you wake up, you don't feel like it, you don't feel your best, you feel like, oh, I'm just going to, oh, thank you, Foster, thank you, I take it. Yeah, it's not easy. You know, there are days you wake up and you just feel like, I want to just leave this thing alone. What am I even doing? Why am I even wasting my time? Those thoughts will cross your mind. But if you're around the right people, they will pull you up. They will tell you, don't worry. Oh. And then sometimes I think part of the things that also helps is once you start recording those wins that you can now track back on. Like for now, I can tell people categorically, there is jobs on LinkedIn. Oh, I got my job on LinkedIn. It's no longer somebody's story. It's no longer me reading somebody's, I'm excited. It is now my own experience. It is now my own experience that a job found me because I was there on LinkedIn. It is now my own story. So the moment you begin to record some of those milestones, it's just going to help you to keep going. But that initial phase of building the foundation, it can be rough. That's a given. And that's why you need to be around the right-minded people that will help you to tell you that don't give up, don't quit. So I think that brings us to the end today. We are going to announce our award winners. Oh, who's excited now? Who is drumming? Who is drumming? Let me look at the award winners. We have like 6 categories of award, right? I think we have about 6 of them. So the first award goes to the most improved on LinkedIn. So this is for you so that you have this you have this recording to go and play it and know that you got an award. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. So the first award goes to the most improved on LinkedIn. And this award goes to an individual who has truly blossomed on LinkedIn, showing remarkable growth in writing style, content creation, and building a strong, engaged following. They turned their LinkedIn presence into a powerful personal brand. And this award goes to Ore Olua. I saw her before. Is she here? Can we give some love? Let's give some reactions. You can give some love there. Throw some reactions. It's not easy. She made a very beautiful video yesterday. Congratulations to you, Ore Olua, for being the most improved for cohort 8. And then we are going to go to the next one. Oh yeah, somebody's already posting.
Yeah, I'm saying that if I were to mention that this vote was by the cohorts by themselves, so her cohorts voted her most improved. So that's a big thing. Like people have seen what you're doing and they support you and they're like, yes, we see the improvement. Kudos to you.
That's why you are senior executive administrator, right? You set me straight. That's true. It's important, right? That these are not randomly, like it's not random. I don't even vote. I really don't even vote. Augusta runs her thing, she does the thing, and then it's presented. So for you to be in a group of about 50 people, and out of the 6 people who are, that should make you proud. It means that what you are doing is seen, and people see you, and they are encouraging you to keep going. So congratulations, Ore Olua. Keep moving forward. Don't give up now, right? The second award goes to the most creative, for the individual who demonstrated exceptional creativity and originality in their content and ideas. They bring a unique flair to their content, expressing ideas in an innovative and engaging way. This one I was not surprised. When I saw the name, yeah, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. The most creative award goes to Joy Onyinyechi Honora. If you're here, congratulations, Joy. It's not that's a very big category, right? It's not easy to be creative, and truly you were coming up with a lot of ideas and posting very, very fresh content. Congratulations to you, Joy. Thank you so much for re-echoing that, Eremosele. Then we have the third category. This award is for the Engagement Champion Award. They were active in liking, commenting, sharing other people's posts. This person was in the heart of every conversation, offering insightful comments and thoughtful feedback that enrich discussions and elevate the quality of engagement in the posts. They don't just comment, they connect. So Eremosele, you're passing your baton. Are you ready to pass your baton? This award goes to no other person than this Divine. Chibeze, she's my mentee actually. She's one of the closest people to me in most of the people. So I'm so proud, like, finally she's getting an award and I'm so proud. I hope she's she's even commenting. She's commenting on Ore Oluwa. I think there's a lag time before they hear what we are saying. Maybe there's like a 1 minute lag time. So the award for engagement champion goes to Divine. Congratulations to you, Divine. You already know that I am so proud of you. Like, I'm very, very proud of you. Divine is agricultural content creator, one of the few that I've produced. When I reproduce myself, I used to be very happy. I say I'm so proud. When I see Amaka doing his thing, I see Divine, I'm like, I did that. Yeah, at least I had a hand in that. So thank you so much and congratulations to you, Divine. I'm so proud of you for winning this award category. Then we have the award for the Silent Achiever. The Silent Achiever Award, this award goes to, it celebrates a quiet achiever who may not always be in the spotlight, but they've made significant strides in their LinkedIn journey. Their impact is felt through the quality of their work and the depth of their insights and their unwavering dedication to growth. This is another dear friend of mine. This award goes to Omobolanle. I cannot pronounce the last name. I was going to try, but let me not murder the name. Omobolanle, congratulations to you for winning the Silent Achievers Award for Cohort 8. That is so precious. That is so, so, so precious. I think that really brings us to the end of the award.
Amaka was consistent.
Thank you. Oh, I think I skipped it. That's, oh God, I'm always so blessed that you're here. Most consistent, let me see. Oh yeah. Thank you. I'm so happy I didn't forget it. I actually skipped it by mistake. So the most consistent, both in terms of posting every day and at the same time, and truly I witnessed this, that was consistency at its peak. For the person who embodied that spirit of persistence, consistently posting valuable content every day at around the same time, demonstrating commitment and reliability that motivates the entire cohort. This award goes to no other person than Dr. Miles. You can tell people that have PhD are very disciplined. It's not easy. Before you get a PhD, you learn discipline. So I'm not even surprised. It goes to Dr. Miles. Dr. Miles is in Australia. He's a lecturer in Australia. It's a pleasure to have you as a part of our group, and it's good that you show these examples, right? The reason why we do this is it's not random. Like, there's nothing I do that is random, and it's not pride. I don't do random things. Most of everything I do and everything we decide to do is just a way of celebrating one another, encouraging one another, and also exemplifying for the people who are coming behind us, more or less. You just have to lay that example that people should know that hard work should be rewarded. Even if it's just by an award and you have your award and you know and you can show it that yes, I got this award because I did this, and it's a reminder for you that hard work should be rewarded. So all the people who have won the award, yeah, thank you for all the congratulations. I see everybody showing support and congratulating all our awardees. We really celebrate you. We are so proud of you. Well done, well done, well done. Make sure you don't quit on your personal brand now. That's the most important thing. Don't quit on your personal brand now. So before we move forward, I just want to share a little bit about our program before I probably give Remosele and Augusta time to just give us some of their final words and for us to close for the day. I think we've been so blessed with the reach of our program. I think one of the things that has blessed me so much is just having friends from all over the world now that I probably would never have had if not for LinkedIn, if not for just starting this program. I would never have had a connection to people in China, people in France, Ethiopia, the Caribbeans, United Kingdom, Uganda, Nigeria, Germany. So it's just been all over the world that just putting this program together just sort of helps us to turn the world into a global village. And I just like to update my charts from time to time. I just want to take a look and see, oh, where is everybody from? Where has everybody been from? I think the last time I posted an image about our program. It was Dr. Vicky that reached out to me and said, why did you not add my country? She's from Barbados. So her country was not represented in the chat. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. That's an error. I'm going to update it. And so it's just that fun and that joy in my head, knowing that for most countries now that I decide to go to, I already know somebody there that I can ask questions. I can just reach out to you and say, oh, okay, oh, I'm coming for holiday oh, because the girl must ball. Balling is in that's the hope, that's the dream life. That at some point we begin to travel the world. And then you've already created those networks, you've built those networks. We'll go and visit a remote seller in England, and then we can branch to France, and we can go all over the world. And so I share this just for you to be intentional with how you connect with people and really make those connections meaningful. I think the Muslim mentioned something like that, intentional networking and not just glossing over, oh, I liked this person post and I said nice post, oh, nice post, and you keep it moving. And at the end of the day, you realize that I always tell people that what makes a great network, people will always tell you, right? Your network is your net worth. But what makes that a possibility is not the people you think you know, it's actually the people that know you, the people that remember you, the people you are top of mind for, the people that when opportunities come, they'll just be like, oh, I know that person now. Oh, is it not education consult? Oh, Augusta is the best person for it. Like you just come to mind for that person because you've built that relationship enough that people know what you represent and they know what you do. For me, it's the most important currency of everything we are doing. It's not about the vain metrics. I tell people, I say, when my network becomes bigger, I'm not celebrating, I'm not happy because the numbers is becoming bigger. No. In my mind, it is more valuable people for me to meet. It just opens doors for me to meet more connections, better people to collaborate with, people to do life with, because we are not meant to do life alone. Truly, life gets lonely. If you do decide to do it by yourself, it gets lonely, it gets depressing. So it's important that you are very intentional with what you are doing. So that's just like my own, final touch. I'm going to pass it to Eremosele, and then I'll pass it to Augusta, and then we can really wind down at 1 hour 30. Augusta, we tried though. We are good on the time. We are improving. So proud of ourselves. Well done, sir. Thank you for staying with us. No, you now you are like senior
Yes,
brother to
thank you
our
for
to our
having me.
community. So
Thank you for having me. And, I've been really counting down to this.
your volume is low. Can you
Oh,
increase your volume or
uh,
something?
okay. Every time when we are rounding up, it looks like you can't still hear me. Oh no, not today. Uh,
I think the something happened to you in cohort 7. Or maybe you can quickly go out and come back and see if that's better. Yeah. And maybe Augusta, I can pass it to you while he comes back.
Okay, all right. I'm happy to speak. So all the while I was hearing all those testimonials, I was just like, wow, like they couldn't have said it better. I did a collaboration event with Emeka. Emeka is our IT support staff. I presented about your digital footprint, why you should create your CV online. And I said by sharing my story. There's one time I don't know if it was in cohort 3. My own volume is low too because my volume is okay, right? Okay, so I remember I was in cohort 3 or cohort 4. I had just started school, I resumed school in September. I had just started work again. So I was really like tired and exhausted, had everything up to here. I was like, maybe I should just stop LinkedIn. I know Amaka will not let me stop, but let me just take a break. Let me just rest. And someone just reached out to my DM and was like, oh, I've been seeing the work that you do. It's quite impressive. I would like to recognize you. And that's how I was nominated for the award that you see on my featured post. And it was a very massive event. I mean, people came from all over the world to Paris and they presented me with the Global Youth Shakers Award. And I mean, if I had just kept quiet about the work that I'm doing and I wasn't talking about it, I wasn't posting online, those people would never have known what I'm doing or see the need to recognize me. So I just want to encourage you, if you're those there doing the work, it's good to work hard, right? It's good to work smart. But I feel like impact is also important, and by sharing the work that you do, you get to reach a wider audience, and who knows where it's going to take you. So yes, I'll stop there for now. Sarah is back. Amaka, we can hear you.
If you imagine the nuggets that I shared in this period, I said you are absolutely correct that it is the testimonials that serve as the motivation that keeps us going, even in the times when you feel like I'm exhausted. Oh, life is coming at me in different direction. I remember say like, can you mute? So it's like those are the things that we look back at, and you tell yourself, okay, now you were globally recognized. You got this award. People from all over the world. It's now a part of your CV. It's a part of the things that you will point at and say, I was selected for that. It's a global youth shakers. You are shaking things and all of the things. And then that's part of the things you can point at and say, okay, LinkedIn did that. Just being here, sharing my truth, sharing my value, I was recognized for this. And that becomes like a real testimonial that you can just use for somebody who is just coming, who feels like this is not working. So like just give it time, just give it some time, build momentum, just build that your brand through the content you share. Have that consistency in your message for people to actually even understand the direction you are going. The thing is that sometimes some of us, our posts become so random. Today you share this, tomorrow you share. It's just as if you really don't know what you are trying to say, or you're not saying it confidently enough. But when you build it up and you learn and you improve, it does work its magic. So I didn't know Adu Joshua was behind the scene. Joshua, I don't know if you're hearing us, and if you want to say something, I just brought you up. If you can.
Oh,
Oh,
so
okay. Well done. I didn't see you before. I just saw you.
you can hear me. I'm very sorry I could not. I'm trying to put in the background over here, but I'm finding it difficult to do. Am I permitted to go like this? All right. Once again, my name is Adu Joshua Okoyemi. I'm the Arch coordinator for Scholar Up. Yeah, I just Scholar Up from Quartz One. We started the journey together from Quartz One, and thank God for the growth and thank God for the improvement so far. It's not all done by us alone. It's also done by you professionals and by God, and you're still in the process. Yeah, what now to say is that I've been listening to everybody discussion since morning, and the only thing I would like to repeat again is action is better than words, actually. I would also like to share a little bit about myself. Every single thing Dr. Amaka says, Dr. Amaka says so far, is highly correct. And one thing about me is that I don't joke with action, actually, because if you don't take action now, you might not see the opportunity again. To be honest with you. I can remember back there when Dr. Amaka was like, we should do a video call, like a video, sorry, I said video call, a video, like video recording or something like that. That was my first ever video, like record myself on, like first ever online. I know I do talk normal physically, but online, doing the video online, it was on my team, man. So that day, I did my video. That was in the midnight. I can remember in court one, everybody were ready, everybody were ready. Or like, mine is not ready. Mine was not ready right now. So that same day in the night, I can remember around 2 a.m. I did a video. Like, wow, I did that video twice actually, and I sent it to the Amaka. So like, wow, this video is making sense. I thought that was my first ever video online, and that video actually increased my visibility. Actually, I think so far so good. I've done like 2 videos on YouTube on LinkedIn, which already increased my visibility times 2. Actually, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say that if you are to do something, I think it's better for you to just do it at that particular time, because if you waste 1 minute, actually, you might not get the result you want to get from that opportunity. Same thing. I started audio event that was back then. I think I've stopped audio event like this many times ago, many months ago. I started audio event as a newbie then. I think I had less than like 3K followers or 4,000. Or I had 3,000 followers. 3,000 or 4,000. I can't remember. I can remember then my guests then were afraid of Joshua. You are new on this platform. I know you are new, but yeah, you can do it. And my first audio event actually gave me 47. The second one gave me like 97. I can't remember. What am I trying to say? All those audio events will increase your visibility times 2. Now they don't audio event again. What am I trying to point out is that any opportunity you see like online to increase your visibility, the genuine one, just put in the action, because before you close your eyes, open your eyes, you might miss the opportunity. And all this now I've done so far are the advice from Dr. Amaka so far. Don't speaking with you. I just took her advice, put in the action, and that was how everything started changing. Today, everybody's shouting Joshua, I do Joshua on LinkedIn, but the back end was Dr. Amaka actually. So, as I mentioned,
LinkedIn star boy.
in summary, you see Dr. Amaka that was in everything at the back end. Because I remember one time beginning of last year December, like I want to take a break from LinkedIn. I feel like you want to do everything you've created, like audio stuff you created. You want to she said that way in a way that it really touched my heart, and I said, okay, I'm going to continue. This, to be honest with you, even in present right now, things are not easy, but we just keep moving, keep praying to God, keep putting in the action. No matter the amount of prayer you pray, without action is still dead. Faith, faith without action is still nothing. Actually, I'm very sorry. I'm a Christian. Actually, I'm a Christian, but to be realistic with you, you pray and you put in the action to get a result. If you are praying alone, you are tempting God to give a result without you putting in your own best. I'm not saying God will not do it, but your action is actually very important. In all, action is better than word. Once again, my name is Adu Joshua Okoyemi.
Thank you so much, Joshua. Thank you for coming. Joshua is one of my mentees even before the whole Elevate Your Professional Presence was born, right? So he was part of the people that I dragged in. Oh yeah, let's come and do this thing, because we already had our relationship even before we started the first cohort. And I think the most impressive thing, maybe I probably have never said that to you, but it's a good opportunity to say it. It's your ability to just listen to instruction and act, because that's what makes all the difference. Sometimes people think that the fact that you have a mentor, you have somebody guiding you, or you have a coach, that the result will just magically happen. Oh, this person is my coach, and then suddenly they are going to do everything for me and they will perform magic. But coaching, mentoring is not magic. The onus will finally rest on you to carry out the things they are telling you to do. If you are giving somebody advice, if you are giving suggestion, if you are saying this is what I think you should do, if you don't put it into practice and go and start doing it, you will still be where you are, and it will look like, this my mentor is not helping you. No, you are not listening. You are not listening to them. You're not doing the things they're asking you to do. So you are really one of those people who would, when they say run 5 miles, you run 20. When they say do one, you do 20. So I'm really proud of you. I think you know that. I tell you that all the time. I'm proud of everything I see you, becoming a leader yourself, guiding other people, being a person that other people look up to, look forward to. And then I just remember the person that used to come and comment. What did he used to comment on my post before I said, Joshua, please stop.
Wait. Yeah, I can remember back. That was about 6 months ago. Actually, I think I've improved. Great share. Thanks for sharing. Any single post. Great share. Thanks for sharing. That's the auto reply. Where no when you don't know, you don't know.
You're correct. And that's people make when you don't know, you really don't know. And sometimes you don't even know that you don't know until you become very intentional about connecting to things. When you see things and you feel like, how do I replicate this result for myself? Other people take the action of deciding to doubt. I think I shared in one of my posts that I said people say LinkedIn is just a den of liars. People just come and lie about things. People will just come and lie. And some people truly have that kind of belief, and it keeps them stuck. That somebody will come and share their results. Somebody comes and say, this is my result. I think I said, I did my PhD in 3 years. And somebody told me it was a lie. Like, koro blunt, says a lie. I said, okay. I left it at that. Why should I argue with you? Why do I need to prove to you that what I'm saying is the truth? But then God gave me the opportunity to be the one to be on the stage and do the valedictorian speech. By the time I'm giving a speech in a school, of course, it's not a lie at that point, right? Because everybody know when I came in and when I left. The same person came back to say, okay, how did you do it? So it's just something that we should use to motivate ourselves. When you see people having a result that you admire, it's better you calm down and learn than to take the approach of, oh, this thing doesn't work, or they're lying to me. People who knew me when I started on, probably when Joshua met me, I had like 2,000 followers or something like that. because I have all my screenshots. You can easily go back and see because I like celebrating. I'm celebrating everyone 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, 3. You will follow it. Like you can literally scroll back and you will track those progress and you can realize how the journey was. And I'm very intentional about it. I can decide not to celebrate, but in celebrating, it is encouraging someone who is just coming that this person that is having 34K today did not start with 34K. At one point, it was 1,000, it was 2,000. They went gradually until they came to this point. So we just have to trust the process and we have to keep pushing forward. So, Eromosele, is your mic working now? So that you can have the last word, so that we can go. We can go for the day.
Yes, I hope you can hear me now. Yes. So that's why I used the audio to interrupt you earlier. I wanted to be sure it was working. So thank you. So if you're still here or you are watching the replay, this is just to let you know that Scholar Up Mentoring Academy is here for you. And you've heard the testimonies, and these are not made up. There's been 8 cohorts, and there will be cohort 9, 10, 11, like somebody said. And I'll just chip in something here. So you see, Kende, I remember my post to her yesterday was she's posted something and I commented and she said thank you, and I said now I see you, and she said thank you for seeing me. And the most important thing about that statement is that you have to continue until you are found. So you heard Dr. Amaka say if you are planning to do 8 months and you stop one day. So my own motivation is when I don't want to post, I tell myself, why don't I want to post? So it's not like, I don't feel like posting today. So I'm saying, I tell myself, I will not post today. And I come back to ask myself, why not? So another thing again is opportunity cost. I had that discussion outside with Dr. Augusta 2 days ago, yesterday. And I said, something was given. There's a price for value. For me, coming on LinkedIn, I sacrificed my time that I should use on WhatsApp and Twitter, because clearly these days I don't know what's happening on Twitter. But what I want to achieve, I'm getting it on LinkedIn. So when people say they are too busy, there is something that may be irrelevant to your growth that you are busy with. So rather than face that, cut that time, put more effort on LinkedIn, follow Scholar Up Mentoring, follow up with Dr. Amaka, join as many cohorts as you can. If you feel like you will be deterred, me, I'm following her. Even if I'm not in the cohort, I'm back to back. So please, guys, if you are watching, register for cohort 9, 10, and beyond, and remain resilient, because that is the key to becoming consistent. All the best, guys. Thank you for having us. Good night. So
Thank
the
you
floor.
very much. So glad that your mic worked today. Unlike the last time, your mic did not allow you to receive your award in peace. Thank you to everybody who has stayed with us. Foster, I see you. I'm trying to see who is still in the chat. Thank you so much for keeping up with us. We try to keep our event at 1 hour 30 minutes. We are just like 8 minutes past. And just like a closing what's that? The way to close the event, I still like to play our 1 minute video that talks about Scholar Up. It's just always a good way to end the event for those who would come back to rewatch and all of those things. Thank you so much for your time. We truly appreciate you coming around. It's
Success
a
begins with
pleasure
the right
to have
guidance and
everyone
opportunities.
here.
And at Scholar Up Mentoring Academy, we are here to help you unlock your full potential. Whether you're preparing for graduate school applications or building a standout professional presence on LinkedIn, we provide the tools and support you need to thrive. Our programs are designed to help you craft a compelling personal brand, position yourself for global opportunities, and achieve your dreams. Led by Dr. Amaka Ifaduba, a dedicated mentor and coach, Scholar Up empowers you with personalized mentoring, actionable resources, and proven strategies to take bold steps toward a brighter future. Scholar Up Mentoring Academy is more than a program. It's a community dedicated to helping you succeed. Take the first step today and discover how we can guide you on your journey to greatness. Follow our page for updates and access all our resources at linktree.com/scholarupacademy. Your success story starts here.
Okay, thank you, everybody. I see all the thanks. Thank you too. It's good to know that we are still here with all of you. So we are going to, this is the official graduation of cohort 8. Is it cohort 8, right? Wow. Cohort 9 is starting next week. Next week, Monday. So we always start in the first Monday of every month. And so we just try to keep our calendar like that. Start on the first Monday, graduate on the third Sunday. So by next week, Monday, you'll see us again. We would have launched cohort 9. So make sure you tap into that, whether as a new person or an old person. You want to at least give yourself time to build your momentum. That said, bye everyone. Take care of yourself and God bless you. I'm going to end the stream right now.